Namaste, I'm Annika. Thank you for tuning in to my yoga channel, my channel full of all kinds of rubbish. Today, let's practice a short form version of Ashtanga vinyasa yoga. So it's a great way to learn the fundamentals of your yoga shapes, your standing postures, your seated postures, just the great foundational yoga practice from which all your vinyasa flows spring from. Okay, I'll see you on your mat in child's pose. Walk the hands out, extend through your upper back. Just take a moment to breathe down into your belly and kind of settle back into your body. Deep inhale, exhale it out. And again. Coming up onto all fours, take a few cat-cows from this tabletop position. Anything that feels good. Just a few breaths to start to warm yourself up. When you're ready, find your downward facing dog, an upside down V. Lifting the hips to the sky, come onto your toes, press back through the heels. Pressing the mat away, look at your belly button. And when you're ready, come onto the toes and tiptoe to the top of your mat. Grab opposite elbows, hang for a moment. And when you're ready, slowly make your way up to standing. Big toes touch at the top of the mat. Bring your hands into your heart. Draw the belly button in. Tuck the tailbone. Draw the chin in. These bandhas, your locks. Inhale through the nose and exhale it out through the mouth. And again, deep inhale. Exhale it out. One more time, deep inhale. Exhale it out. Now seal the lips, but keep that breath. Inhale. Exhaling out, making the ocean kind of sound in the back of the throat. Maybe set an intention right here at the top of your mat. Why are you practicing yoga? What does it bring you? And from here, we'll begin our practice today. Namaste. Next inhale, sweep hands up, Urdhva Hastasana. Gaze up. Exhale, fold in, chest to thighs, look at knees. Inhale, half lift, flat back, gaze forward. Exhale, palms down, feet back, lower down, to the bottom of a push-up. You can drop your knees if you like, elbows hugging in. Hovering, release the toes, press down into the mat, gaze up, draw shoulders down. Urdhva Mukha. Curl the toes, lift the hips, pressing back. Ardha Mukha Svanasana, gaze at the belly button, 5 breaths. Pressing back through the heels, extending through the spine, gazing at your belly button. Take a deep inhale, exhale, bend the knees, walk, step to the top of the mat. Inhale, halfway lift, look forward. Exhale, fold in, look in. Inhale, pressing through the feet, we rise. Arms out and overhead, gaze at thumbs. Exhale, hands come to heart, Samastitihi. Find your balance and breathe. Soft gaze at the nose. Second round, inhale, sweep up. Exhale, swan dive in, chest to thighs. Look at your knees. Inhale, half lift, look out. Lengthen. Palms down, feet back, lower down, bottom of a push-up. Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, sweeping up, look up. Exhale, hips high. Downward dog, look at your belly button. 5 breaths. Inhale to toes. Exhale, bend the knees, walk, step, float. Top of your mat. Inhale, a halfway lift. Exhale, fold, look in. Inhale, pressing through the heels, rise out and up. Palms touch, Urdhva Hastasana. Look at your thumbs. Exhale, thumbs to the heart, Samastitihi. Third round, inhale, sweep hands out and up. Exhale, swan dive in. Chest to thighs, look at knees, halfway lift, inhale. Look out. Exhale, palms flat, feet back, lower down, bottom of a push-up. Inhale, sweep through Urdhva Mukha Svanasana. Draw the shoulders down, look up. Curl toes, hips high, Ardha Mukha. Press back, look at your belly button. 5 breaths. Come on to the toes, bend the knees, look forward, walk, step, float, top of the mat. Inhale, a halfway lift, look forward. Exhale, fold in, look at your knees. Ustasana. Inhale, come all the way up. Palms touch. Exhale, hands to heart. Find your center. And breathe. Second, sun salutation. Sun sal B, bend the knees, sink the hips. Sweep the hands above the head and gaze up. Lift all 10 toes. Tailbone is heavy. Exhale, fold in, chest to thighs, look in. Inhale, halfway lift, look out. Palms down, feet back, lower down. Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, sweep through. Look up, shoulders down. Exhale, hips high, down dog. Ardha Mukha. Press back. Right leg high to the sky. Exhale, bring it through. Inhale, slowly rise. Exhale, straight back down. Foot goes back, lower down. Inhale, sweep up, exhale, hips high, down dog, 5 breaths. Look at your belly button. Left leg high to the sky. Exhale, bring it through in between the hands. Drop the back heel, slowly rise. Exhale, takes you all the way back down. Foot goes back, lower down, bottom of a push-up. Inhale, sweeping through. Exhale, hips high. Inhale, other. High on the toes, walk, step, float to the top of the mat. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold. Bend the knees, sink the hips, chair pose. Exhale, stand tall, hands to heart, reset, Samastiti. Second round. Bend the knees, sink the hips. Chair pose, Utkatasana. Exhale, fold in, chest to thighs. Look at your knees. Inhale, halfway lift. Flat back, look out. Exhale, palms down. Feet back, lower down. Inhale, sweep through. Tops of toes, press in, look up. Exhale, hips high. Down dog, right leg high to the sky. Exhale, bring it through. Seal the back heel down and inhale. Rise on up, Virabhadrasana A, Warrior One, look up. Exhale, straight back down, frame the foot, foot goes back. Shoulders over wrists, lower down. Inhale, sweeping through. You could float your knees if you want. See how your wrists feel. Down dog, Adho Mukha. Left leg high to the sky. Exhale, bring it through, drop the back heel. Inhale, rising up, so getting a little warmer. Exhale, frame the foot. Left foot goes back, shoulders over wrists, strong core, lower down. Inhale, sweeping through. Exhale, hips high. 5 breaths. High on the toes, walk, step, float, top of the mat. If you float, lift the hips above the knees. Exhale, fold, bend the knees, sink the hips. Chair pose, Utkatasana. Feet together, hands together, Samastitihi. Third last round, bend the knees, sink the hips. Exhale, fold, look at your knees. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, palms down, feet back, lower down. Inhale, sweeping through. Exhale, hips high, down dog. Right leg high to the sky. Exhale, bring it through. Inhale, rise. Exhale, frame. Still warming up. Sunsal A, Sunsal B. To get the spine rotating, flexing. Inhale, left leg. Bring it through. Warrior One. Straight back down. Lower down. 5 breaths coming up. Down dog. Enjoy them. Check in with your body. How is it feeling? Is there energy flowing now? Pressing the mat away, lengthening through the lumbar spine. Head is relaxed, looking at your belly button. High on the toes. Walk, step, float, get the hips high. If you're floating, halfway lift. Exhale, fold, bend the knees, sink the hips, Utkatasana. Stand tall, hands to heart, Samastitihi. Draw the chin in, belly button in, tailbone tucked, re-establish your breath. Tadasana, mountain pose. Take the feet hip width apart for me. Lock in all your bandhas. Take a deep inhale, reach the hands up. Look up, exhale, fold in, peace fingers bind the big toes. Halfway lift, look forward. Exhale, fold in, look in. Pulling up on the toes, elbows out to the side. Lifting the tailbone high to the sky. And draw the bandhas in, draw the belly button in. Chin lock. Padangustasana, big toe hold. Releasing the toes, walk onto the palms. Toes come into the crease of the wrists. stepping onto your hands. Take an inhale, try to lengthen. Exhale, fold and look in, drawing the belly button in, tailbone up, and bringing the weight into the big toes. Padahastasana. Hands to hips, and on an inhale, slowly rise, pressing through the feet. Exhale, ground down. Feet together, hands together, reset. Find your center. Breathe. On your next inhale, big wide step out to the right, right toes to the back of the mat. Left toes, 45 degrees. So bring that hip around, extend the arms long, take an inhale, lengthen the spine. Exhale, reaching to the back of your mat. Hold. Right hand falls down, left hand raises up. Utthita Trikonasana, triangle. Really rooting around all four corners of the feet. Inhale, lengthen the spine. Exhale, try to rotate open a little more. Gaze is up, but if you have a bad head, look down. Good, gaze down at the big toe. Inhale, use the hand to bring you up. Rotate the toes to the top of the mat. Set yourself up. Take an inhale. Exhale, reach, engaging your core. Left hand down, right hand up, palms face out. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, rotate open. Rotate open that front inside thigh for me. Breathe, 2 more breaths. Gaze down at the big toe, and inhale brings you up, turning to the back of your mat, right hand on the hip, left hand reaches high. Maybe if you have a block is good here. Just take hold of it in your left hand. Exhale, draw the body forward, pulling back on that right hip. Bringing the hand to the outside of the shin, onto a block or onto the floor. Next inhale, right hand revolves to the sky. Gaze up. Draw your belly button in. Draw that right hip back. Pavrita Trikonasana, revolve triangle. Inhale, rise. Bring your block with you if you have it. Rotate to the front of the room. Left hand on the hip, right hand high to the sky. Take a deep inhale, reach, reach, reach. Exhale, draw the body in. Hand to the outside of the shin, to the floor or to a block. Inhale, left hand revolves up to the sky. Breathe. Gaze comes up. Good, inhale, open out to the side of the room, 5-star. Take a back bend, feet together, hands together, top of your mat. Breathe. Deep inhale, big wide step out to the right, toes point back. Dip into that right knee, right elbow comes on top. Inhale, left hand reaches up and over like a swimmer's stroke, open out. Now float the elbow off the knee so you're just not dumping all the way in. Try to rotate open a little more. Inhale brings you up. Rotate the toes around. Left toes top of the mat, right toes 45 degrees. Bend in, left elbow, left knee. Right hand up and over. Gaze at your fingertips, long line of energy all the way down the body to the outside edge of that right foot. 2 more breaths. Utthita Konasana, extended side angle. Inhale, come all the way up, rotate to the back, drop down to the back knee. Mosquito. Hands to heart. Left elbow, right knee. Press the hands down and gaze up. Getting that rotation, maybe floating the back knee. Full pose. Left hand down to the floor, right hand overhead. But keep the rotation. So do the option that works for you. Slowly release, same shape. Front of your mat, dropping down to the back knee, hands to heart. Right elbow, left knee. Gaze up, press the hands down. Float the knee. 5 breaths. Inhale, come on up. 5-star. Feet together, hands together, top of the mat. Take a breath. Big wide step out to the right. Feet parallel with the outside of your mat. Take a back bend and exhale. Fold in, crown of the head comes to the floor. Fingers in line with the toes. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold in a little deeper, 5 breaths. Prasarita Padottanasana, letter A. Bring your hands to your hips and on an inhale, slowly rise. Exhale, press down through the feet. Inhale, open the arms. Exhale, hands to the hips. Inhale, a little back bend. Draw the elbows together, look up. Exhale, slowly fold. Drawing the elbows together behind the back, crown of head to the floor. 5 breaths. Inhale, slowly rise. Exhale, ground down. Inhale, open out, 5-star. Exhale, bring the hands clasped together behind the back. Inhale, squeeze the shoulders, look up. Exhale, fold, bringing the hands off the lower back if you can. Look at your belly button. 5 breaths. Inhale, slowly rise. Exhale, ground down. Inhale, open out. Exhale, hands to hips. Inhale, open out. Exhale, big fingers bind the big toes. Peace fingers. Halfway lift. Exhale, fold in. Prasarita Padottanasana, letter D. Lifting the hips high. Exhale, bring your hands to your hips and on an inhale, slowly rise. Inhale, open out, 5-star. Exhale, feet together, hands together, top of the mat. Breathe. Re-establish that ujjayi breath, that ocean breath. Next inhale, take the hands behind the back. Option A, grab opposite elbows. Option 2, reverse namaste hands, fingers point down. Option 3, fingers point up if you can get the wrists together. I'm going to take option B. Take a deep inhale and exhale, step out to the right, short step this time. Right toes forward, left toes 45 degrees, heel to heel alignment. Take a little back bend, inhale, exhale, fold, chest over your thigh. Draw that right hip back and gaze at the tip of your nose, nasagraha drishti. Relax your head. Inhale, slowly rise, keeping the hands where they are. Just rotate the toes back to the top of the mat. Square off the shoulders, the hips, take a back bend. Gaze up. Exhale, fold. Parsvatanasana, pyramid pose. Inhale, rise, open out, 5-star. Feet together, hands together, top of the mat. Beginning balancing series. On your next inhale, take your right knee up to the chest. Now you can step close to a wall if you need, or step off your mat if it's a little wobbly. Clasping the fingers in front of your knee, hug your knee up, stand tall. Option 2, left hand to the hip, right peace fingers bind the big toe and extend the heel forward. Draw that shoulder back into its socket. Your gaze, your drishti, your height on the floor in front. 3 breaths left. Uttita Hasta Padangustasana, letter A. Exhale, open out to the side, letter B. Maybe take the gaze over the opposite shoulder, Parsva Drishti. Slowly drawing back to the front. Crisscrossing the hands to the outside edges of the foot if you have the toe bind. Maybe head comes to knee. Hands to hips, point the toe forward. 5 breaths. Look at your big toe. Draw the foot in, shake it out. Hands to heart, samastiti. Next inhale, other side. So you can stay here for 20 breaths, just holding your knee. If you like, pick your gaze on the floor and balance. Or left fingers bind, left big toe. Extend the heel, draw that left shoulder back. Opening out to the side. Maybe take the gaze over the opposite shoulder. Stand tall. Drawing the heel back to the front. Maybe crisscrossing hands over the outside of the foot. Head to knee. Release the toes, gaze at the big toe, 5 breaths. Replace the foot, feet together, hands together. Second balance shape, you can take right foot into the ankle, vrikshasana, tree pose. You could cross right ankle on top of the knee, gentleman's pose, or you can take half lotus bind, Ardha Baddha Padmatanasana. Heel comes into the hip. Take your right hand behind for the bind. So your choice, tree pose, gentleman's pose, half lotus pose. If you have a tree pose, hands to heart, you could grow your tree in your 5 breaths. Just pick your balance, pick your gaze, your focus, withdrawing your senses, pratyahara. Slowly, slowly release, hands to heart. When you're ready, other side. So foot either into ankle, across the top of the knee, or up to the hip, half lotus. You could always take a forward fold. I'm going to just stay standing. Withdraw my senses, pratyahara, one of the 8 limbs of yoga. 8-fold paths to peace. Withdrawing your senses, intense concentration, state of meditation, dharana and dhyana. Practicing pranayama, breath, while we do asana, postures. 5 limbs right there. Feet together, hands together, top of the mat. Take an inhale, sweep the hands high, gaze up, exhale, fold. Chest to thighs, look at your knees. Inhale, halfway lift. Ardha Uttanasana, palms down, feet back, take your chaturanga. Inhale, sweep through, Urdhva Mukha. Hips high, down dog, Ardha Mukha. High on the toes, bend the knees, walk, step, float to the top of the mat. Inhale, Utkatasana, chair pose. Lift all 10 toes, gaze at your fingers. 5 breaths. Tailbone is heavy. Exhale, fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, palms down, feet back, Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale through. Exhale, hips high. Right leg high to the sky. Exhale, bring it through, seal the back heel, rise on up. Warrior 1, Virabhadrasana, letter A. Sink into that front knee, lift up through the side body and gaze at the fingers. Lowering the hips down to the ground. Inhale, straighten the leg, rotate the toes to the back of the mat. Keeping the arms where they are, dip into that front leg. Gaze up. 5 breaths. Exhale, open the arms out to the side. Warrior 2, Virabhadrasana, letter B. Gaze to your front middle finger and relax the shoulders. Just check that left knee is not drawing in to the body. Straighten your front leg, slowly rotate round, same shape to the top of your mat. 5 breaths. Windmill the hands down to frame the foot. Left foot goes back, chaturanga. Coming onto the toes and floating through to seated position. Extend the legs out, straight in front. Bring the hands down by your sides, pressing the palms into the mat. Draw the chin to your chest, belly button in and up, and flex the toes to the nose. Squeeze your thighs. Dandasana, staff pose. You're pressing so hard into your mat that you could maybe float your butt. Ujjayi breath. Just gazing down between the knees. Slowly release. Inhale, reach the hands high. Exhale, peace fingers, bind the big toes. And if you don't reach, grab your ankles. Inhale, lifting through the chest, halfway lift. Exhale, draw the body in and fold in. Chin to chest, look at the knees. Exhale, release. Inhale, reach hands up. Exhale, fold in again. This time, thumb in between the big toe and the second toe. Hands wrapped around the outside of the feet. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold. Inhale, slowly release. Bringing the hands back down by the sides, fingers pointing forward. Draw the heels in towards the butt. And on an inhale, press through the feet and the hands. Lift the tailbone up. Chadas, padas, pidam. Reverse tabletop. Head goes back. Lifting with the hips. Maybe open the jaw, wiggle the mouth. Slowly, slowly lower on your exhale. Extending the legs out if you'd like to take Purvottanasana, or you could take Chadas Padas Pidam, reverse tabletop, one more round. Point the toes, lift the hips, gaze back. Slowly, slowly lower. Optional vinyasa. If you take your vinyasa, point the toes up, cross the ankles, draw the heels in, hands come forward, lower down. All vinyasas optional from now on. Floating back through to seated and extending your right leg out. Left sole of the foot comes into the inside thigh. Take a deep inhale, reach the hands up. Exhale, fold with a little twist out to the right. Half lift. Exhale, fold. Look at your knee, Janu Shirshasana, head to knee pose. Slowly rise. Extend, left leg out, right sole of the foot comes into the inside thigh. Take an inhale, reach up, lengthening your spine, gaze up. Exhale, fold in with a little twist out to the left. Inhale, half lift. So lift through the chest and exhale, draw the body forward. Chin comes to chest, head comes to knee. Slowly rise. Extending right leg, drawing left heel all the way back towards the hip. 2 fists in between your foot and your inside thigh. Take your right hand behind you into the crook of your back. Long straight leg, walk it forward an inch, lift up. Oops, I'm on the wrong side because I was stroking you, you bugger. So, left hand behind, right hand. Focus on Ashtanga, not the dogs. Duh. Good, reach up, lift up. Exhale, twist out to the left. Elbow, maybe drawing that knee in, or if you can just hold on to the knee and draw it in, that's fine. Gaze over the shoulder, inhale, lengthen, exhale, twist a little more. Maybe thumb and finger come together into a mudra, jnana mudra for wisdom, knowledge. Flex that long leg, keep it strong and engaged. Slowly release. Same shape, other side. Heel comes in, hug it in, walk the long leg out a little. We'll get it right this time. Right hand into the back, left hand reaches high, so you're lifting up. Flex that straight leg. Exhale, twist. You can use your hand and just gaze over, or get your elbow, fingers point up. Nice, strong, long leg. Rinsing and twisting. Thoracic spine, digestion. Slowly, slowly release. Optional vinyasa. If you don't take the vinyasa, just breathe for a second. And I'll meet you in boat pose, Navasana. Hands, option 1, down by the hips. Raise the toes up, squeeze the knees in towards each other. Option 2, palms up. So you're balancing on your tailbone, gazing at your big toes and breathing. Cross your ankles, draw them right into the hips. Hands down by the sides and see if you can float the bum and the feet. Let's go back Navasana round 2. Maybe the legs are extended, maybe not. You choose what works for you. Lifting up a little higher, a little higher. Cross the ankles, draw them tight into the hips. Maybe float. Lolasana, one more round. This time maybe extend the feet. Navasana, boat. Oh. Some days you don't feel it. So you honor your body always. Know when to push and when to pull back. Draw the heels in, lift the bum. Soles of the feet come together. Draw the heels in towards your bits. Take the hands, open the feet like a book. Take an inhale. Exhale, fold. Elbows come into the knees, pressing down, chin to chest, look down. Baddha Konasana, butterfly pose. Your yoga meaning union, coming together. Inhale, open the legs out wide into wide angled butterfly, Upavishta Konasana. Take an inhale, reach up. Exhale, fold forward, fingers come to the ground. Inhale, lengthen up, lift through the chest. Exhale, fold in. Look down. You learn to come into better relationship with your body, with yourself, and with your life through the practice of yoga, togetherness. Inhale, slowly rise. Optional vinyasa, or you can lower down onto your back. Got plenty of time. Hands by the sides, palms face down. Draw the heels in towards the bum. Take a deep inhale, draw the belly button in and tilt the tailbone up to the sky. Walking the shoulders in together as close as you can, maybe interlacing the finger, pressing the palms down into the mat. Chin is locked, don't move your gaze so you don't do anything with your neck. Press the hips a little higher, push the knees forward and draw the heels towards the butt. Bridge pose, Setu Bandhasana. Slowly, slowly release, vertebrae by vertebrae, lowering down. Take a deep breath in, exhale it out. On your next inhale, a second round of bridge, rising up, and if you have wheel, Dhanurasana, take the fingers, hands beside the ears, fingers point to the toes, coming onto the crown of the head and lifting up. So taking that option if that feels good, or just staying with bridge pose, 5 breaths. A back bend to counteract the forward fold. Releasing the hands, lowering down. Hugging knees to chest and rocking all the way up to seated. Extend the legs long in front. Maybe remove the flesh from your sits bones. Take a deep inhale, reach the hands up, look up. Lengthen, exhale, fold in. And just rest your hands on your ankles, your shins, chin to chest. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold, and just relax the hands down by the sides. 10 breaths in a yin-like Paschimottanasana fold. Inhale, slowly rise. Find your way onto your back. Bring the feet up with you into the air. And you can stay here, Setu Dandasana, option 1. Or you can kick up into shoulder stand, bringing the hands behind the hips. extending the feet to the sky. Keep your chin slightly off the chest so you can breathe, and lift the hips, the toes up to the sky. Spread your toes. Lowering the feet behind the head, plow pose, halasana. You can take happy baby if you like. Opening the knees beside the ears, karna pidasana, ear pressure pose. Hands can cup the ears if that's in your practice. Slowly, slowly lowering down. As the heels touch the mat, puff up the chest, come onto your elbows, backs of your arms, take the crown of the head behind, and puff out the ribs, gaze behind, point the toes, fish pose, Matsyasana. Open out the throat area. And stay here for 5 more breaths, or bring the palms just above the hips. Palms together, float the feet 45 degrees. Karna, Pidasana, Superfish. Slowly, slowly, lower, hugging knees into the chest, rocking up. Option 1, child's pose, Balasana. Knees apart, big toes touch. And take 10 breaths there. Otherwise, if bound, angled headstand is in your practice, now is time for your inversion. So child's pose, or take the elbow shoulder width apart, fingers point forward. Clasping the fingers together, place the back of your head into your cupped hands, crown of the head on the floor, pressing the forearms very strongly into the mat. Curl the toes under, lift the hips and slowly tiptoe as close as you can. One heel comes in, other heel comes in, and slowly, slowly lift. Lowering the legs 90 degrees if you can, and popping back up. Slowly lowering. If you took headstand, find child's pose for a breath or two. And slowly come up to cross-legged seated position, Sukhasana, or half lotus, or full lotus, Padmatanasana. Take the hands behind the back, grabbing opposite elbows. Take an inhale, and exhale, fold in, starting our finishing sequence. 10 breaths. Slowly rise. Just bringing the hands down by the hips, taking a deep inhale, and we'll do our Kapalabhati breath work. So it's short, sharp exhales through the nose. That kind of sound. You could make a sound if it makes it easier. You could press into the ground and lift the hips off if that's in your practice. Take a deep inhale through the nose. 10 Kapalabhati breaths. Begin. Lower, inhale and hold your breath. Exhale it out. Second round, inhale and begin. Inhale, hold your breath. Exhale. Coming onto all fours. We'll take lion's breath. You can keep your legs crossed or just come onto all fours. Take a deep inhale. Exhale, stick the tongue out. Ha! Good, and again, inhale. Do 3 of these breaths. Exhale. Ha! And again, Simbasana. Ha! Good, slowly lowering down onto your back. Hug your knees into your chest. And on your exhale, knees over to the right. Open out the arms like aeroplane wings, nose over to the left. 5 breaths, spinal twist. Coming through center, opposite side. Inhale, back through center. And exhale, extend the legs long. Palms up. Shavasana. Take a soft inhale, a soft exhale. Slowly bringing your awareness back into your space. Back into your body. Maybe touching fingers to thumbs. Oh, maybe mosquito on your arm. Feeding away. Hugging the knees into the chest. Oh. Scratching away. Finding your way gently onto a side. And when you're ready, pressing up to a cross-legged, comfortable, seated shape. Hands in towards your heart. Bow your head. And take a breath. In through the nose and exhale it out. Bring in the thumbs to the space in between the eyebrows, your third eye, for clarity and balance in your thoughts. Thumbs to your lips for kindness and thoughtfulness in your speech. And thumbs to your heart for balance and compassion in your actions. Sending out healing energy, vibrations, good thoughts to anybody in need of them, especially today. The light in me honors the light, sees the light, feels the light in each and every one of you, wherever you are. Namaste. They got me today, buggers. Oh, bugger off, there's another one. My practice of pratyahara, withdrawing the senses, gets tested to the max in South Florida. Okay, hope you're feeling much more open. I'm feeling very itchy now. Mosquitoes. If you enjoyed yoga with me, check out some of the other videos. Just press subscribe on the channel, give me a like, or send me some feedback. Give me a comment of what you want more of, what you want less of, and I will deliver. Namaste. Thank you.